I'm Jason with Fleck Sales, a beer wholesaler out of eastern Iowa. What you're about to watch is a short video on Fleck total service merchandising process known as beers.
Parts to being prepared are coming to work with a positive attitude, having the proper attire, make sure that you come to work with all your customer info, numbers, names, account managers, team leaders, that type of thing. Have all your supplies ready, your box cutter, tape, POS, any rebates that you might have, and keep your cell phone use to a minimum. And don't text in. If you're going to call in, if you're going to call in sick or whatever, call in. Do not text. That's a big thing. And that's about being prepared. Thank you.
When you first get to your account, what you want to do is park towards the back end of the lot, or a side lot preferably. Kind of leave those spaces up front, closer to the store for the customers. When you get into the store, make sure you do greet any associates that you do come in contact with, especially the liquor department manager. These are going to be people that you have a close encounter with on a daily basis, so getting a good professional relationship is key. Not only that, but they could have something special as far as displays go, any new products that they want put out, or pulled from the floor for that matter also.
All right, running the back stock. What I do when I start is I start by making a list of what I need for the shelf, and then I go back to the back stock and I will dig out everything that I need, make sure I have stuff that is correct dated, and then run the stuff for the open air cooler first, and then go and list out what I have for inside the main cooler. And when I list out the stuff for the main cooler, I will go back, grab it, and make sure I get all the stuff in the right dates, rotate stuff out, and make sure everything is in its proper place. And when it's all done, I will make sure to pull everything forward to get everything ready to go.
So before you start breaking down your pallets and running the load, you initially want to make sure that your previous back stock is already ran. Make sure you're not getting your older dates mixed in with your newer dates, things like that. So after you do that, on your bigger accounts, sometimes it's helpful to just start breaking it down, taking it directly to your back stock, have a cart waiting for you. That way, if you have a list, you can kind of just grab what you need and go. In your smaller accounts, what I do is I actually take a two-wheel dolly and I'll load it up, I'll wheel it off to each section, and I'll kind of break it down and fill what needs to be filled, and then go to back stock from there. After you fill everything, after you rotate all the products, all the dates out, finally you want to make sure all of your labels are facing and all of them are consistently showing.
When it comes to rebuilding displays, just make sure they are look full from the front. If you have any displays that are in boxes, make sure you don't put any empty boxes underneath. Make sure they're always built to standards. And yeah, just make sure they are full, and always make sure the oldest dates are in front.
Basically, what I'm doing in the video there is going through and rewalking the account, hanging all my new POS, taking down all my old POS, checking to make sure pricing's there, new tags are there, and doing my final check of my account.
What I'm going to go over here is anytime there's damaged product, how to take care of it. If I find something and I didn't break it personally, I'll bring it up to the account manager and let her know a customer or maybe one of her employees broke it, and then she'll take care of it or put it where it needs to go.
What I'm going to talk about now is rotation. Rotation is very important. Once beer goes out of date, you cannot sell it. Always make sure the oldest product is in front. Also watch for label changes. Make sure the older label is also in front. Also, when you get a load in, sometimes the product coming in may be older than the product that's on the shelf. Always keep an eye on that and make sure that product gets out as soon as possible.
So when I'm all done running the load or just merchandising, I like to go through and rewalk the store, make sure everything's faced up, displays are topped off, POS looks good. And then on my way out the door, I'll greet the wine and spirits manager and ask her if she has any questions or anything I need to forward to my anybody I work with and greet her with a smile and hit the door.
When I start my end of the day, I drive back to the warehouse, pull into the warehouse, empty any pallets I have. I call my account manager, see if he has any concerns, see if anything's going on in the next day or two I need to do. Pick up any POS or anything, get it ready for tomorrow, get rid of all the trash I have for the next day that's in my vehicle. Check all my emails, see if there's anything important going on coming up in the next day or two. And I punch out and go home.